line's calling it in, so they have a female veteran off her medication. She's over at the safe haven. Tech and 12, we'll check that one out.
6 1 bullet, 2 point start, take your shots.
Officer still stands for time? No. Offender in custody? Anyone else close my customers, let me know.
Supervisor
What's up, everybody? Give me 1 second. Get that turned down a little bit. Thank you all for joining. Alright, we'll get that thing turned down. Why isn't the camera coming on? Hold on. There we go. What's up, everybody? We're over here at the Myrtle Beach police station. I've been driving around here for a few minutes. I've been trying to see, we got the waterfall right here. Little waterfall, and then you got the flags up there. Little memorials off to the east side. Bunch of names there. But we're looking for Sprinkler Boy here. Haven't seen him. And I think there was supposed to be some protesters too. Haven't seen them either. I don't know, maybe I'm at the wrong spot. Myrtle Beach Police Department, no? Alright, so we're gonna take a walk around here for a second. But you can see the plaque. You got the memorials right here. And then there's a couple more right over here. And then you got another one right here. There you go. And then this really cool waterfall. It's got the blue line around it. Really cool waterfall right there. Really neat. So we'll go ahead and take a walk. And they got some really cool like blue rope right here too. It's really neat. Kind of going around the area. So we'll walk up to the sidewalk here. No, we're not at JP's. We're taking a walk around. So you got a really cool like entrance, like little memorial and stuff like that. So we're just gonna take a walk around the block and kind of see. I'm not seeing nothing. So we'll just kind of go to the corner. So he might have slipped out already, but I haven't seen the car or anything like that. I haven't seen the car or anything like that. But he might have slipped out already. Who knows? Got news crews here. I don't know. Maybe it's still going on. Maybe it's still going on. There's a bunch of news crews. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing down there either. Nothing down there on the side either. Who knows? There's a bunch of news crews. Bunch of news crews. You got some news vehicles right there. WBTW Channel 13. There's like 2 of them there. No. Yeah. There's news crews. There's another news crew sitting over there. They're not really doing anything either, but I don't know. There's like a door. Well, there's like all these news crews right here, so I don't know if that's where the door is, but at the same time, I could be at the wrong spot too. I just looked up Myrtle Beach Police Department. How you doing? I just looked up Myrtle Beach Police Department, and this is where it took me. Wonder Woman plate. WMBF News, NBC affiliate over there. Hold on 1 second. We'll get back to this this sprinkler thing here, or the fountain, and we'll post up right. We'll post it up right here. All right. Hold on. Let me raise this a little bit. So I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm not seeing anything yet. All right. Thanks, Michael. Yeah. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm not seeing anything. So I do see a couple news vehicles. I do see a couple news vehicles. And it's starting to kind of sprinkle too. Right here. Hold on. Put that right there. Let's see here. How come I can't edit this video? It's not letting me edit it. Oh. Don't have the mobile studio with me today, so we can't do any screen shares or anything like that. Otherwise, I'd screen share. I do have it for later tonight. We do have a live set for later. I do have the photos to be able to go through those with you this evening. I do have those photos, but I do not have the mobile studio today. Can you all hear me okay? It's really windy out, and I want to make sure that this new headset with this mic fuzzy is working good. You can't hear the wind, or any of the noise associated with the wind. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead We'll walk down in a minute here. Let's see. Um, let me, whoops, nope, get rid of that, cancel, turn it down. Let's see, I'm going to try and have my, no, I can't, because you got to use that for recording. All right. All right. So, how you doing? I'm sorry, what? Oh, I'm not worried about going inside. I think I'm not sure if they can or not, but I'm not interested in going inside. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Are they still waiting for him to come out then, or are they still waiting for him to come out then? Because I didn't. What? For real? $1,047. Wow. Really? 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 I d-
Do not antagonize that bastard. He downplayed it so bad. He was like, "It's just water, Your Honor."
well,
Yeah.
wow. Is he still in there?
No, he's right there. He's coming out right there.
Oh, in this vehicle right here? Wow. So they were allowed to go inside the courthouse. They were allowed to go inside the courthouse, but they said 1,047, $1,000 and $1,047. Sorry, I'm still exhausted here. $1,047 per victim. Downplayed the situation. Was like, it's just water, Your Honor. Now we heard, I thought there was up to $500 fine. I thought it was up to $500. I'm surprised. $1,000, 47. Yeah, I walked around. I didn't see anybody. They were inside, but I wasn't worried about going inside. But we're gonna talk to Melissa here in a second. There's a news crew right there. So you saw the vehicle he left in. So we probably have him on tape. I just didn't realize it as I'm walking there. Probably had him on tape. I just thought maybe I had the wrong spot. So I came here. I'm like, I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. Yeah, 1,047 per. Which I thought it was up to $500. I thought it was up to 500. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised it was 1,047. We're gonna talk to Melissa here in a second. She's talking to one of the news crews out there. It's kind of starting to rain out too, so I'm gonna try and get under get under a tree. So he left in that white vehicle. What the hell was that? That sounded weird. Left in that white vehicle. I'm gonna go talk to these other people again here real quick. Hold on. Melissa's probably gonna be busy for a bit with that news crew. Whoops. I keep kicking my damn tripod. Right here to the justice.
WBTW is going live at 5.
What's that?
WBTW will be, has one airing at 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock,
Yep.
WTW.
She was awesome.
Oh, okay. So she must be in that vehicle up there because they were talking.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
So what happened? So he
So he has an attorney, it's Russell Long.
Russell Long.
Yeah, the guy that gets well assessed.
I heard that name before for some
that's
reason.
JP's attorney.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I have pictures of him. I'll send them to you.
Sure.
See your number in there and I'll hit it.
Okay.
So he got up, of course, to represent him and whatever, and he was downplaying it so bad. It was,
Thank you.
it was just water your honor. He's not a flight risk. He's 67 years old. He's not a significant risk to the community. So he set $1,087 PR bond for each of the 5 victims. And Russell Long just left the parking lot to go around back and get him out of jail.
Oh, so he wasn't even in the video.
No, they did a video.
So he had the song
since this morning.
Okay, because I saw that. I thought it was police right away. He actually had to sit with someone.
Yeah, till the bond hearing.
So I did. So okay, that's weird because wouldn't he have been seen earlier?
No.
If he got arrested?
Yeah. I don't give two shits about his health. His health was fine when he was spraying people with water hose.
I heard her say to the lawyer about persuading the prosecutor, reached over and said something about him not wanting. Oh, he said, does he need to go to the hospital? And she said, we offered, but he didn't want to. And that's when he said, Your Honor, we need to approach the bench about something else. And he said, this is off the record, right? He put his arm around her.
Yeah.
But it was regards to his health, I think.
Like, we were all eyeballing each other. Like, what
Yeah, I think it was with regards to his health. The prosecutor, his attorney, yes. With my husband.
Oh,
Yeah, we worked the East Coast Honda that guy.
Yeah.
And they stood up there with his arms around her like this
Yeah.
while he talked to the judge. I guess I can't spell my camera. He actually said to his wife, did you bring your stethoscope? And she said no. And she said, but I have.
Well, I had read some stuff yesterday about how he was getting donations because JP was saying he was mentally unfit.
also tried to make them put our address on the restraining order. Yeah. The victims advocacy person said, absolutely not. We don't give out addresses to victims. We don't do that. It's never on a restraining order. He was trying to get that on there. And earlier in the week, I saw another member of that church named Gary asking for victims' information. Can we get their names? It's only fair.
And he posted that he works in security and his wife is a teacher at the...
Just in May, they posted that.
I was more concerned with them trying to take away the protesters' constitutional right to protest by asking the victims to only come Monday through Saturday and not be there between 9:30 and 11:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, and him saying that was only fair because he has a right to go to church. And then I spoke out in court and said, I don't care if he goes to church. And they said, no, you're not supposed to talk. So I hushed. The judge kept saying, I need a way to write this so then what terms do y'all suggest I put this in so that it works for both people?
He didn't know how to word it.
And so they came up with a way, but
no
what
contact
the
order.
attorney wanted was for us to be prohibited from coming.
The attorney lied and said that we called them murderers. He said they don't want to be called murderers and hear all this. We're trying to infringe on their right to person.
It's all been respectful.
Yeah,
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
The prosecutor said, Your Honor, with all due respect, they're the victims, and it shouldn't be that this is to protect them, and it shouldn't be put in a way that would prohibit them from their peaceful protest. And then he was like, the church comes right up to the sidewalk.
Anybody with information or with videos from the day of the assault, I need the videos to be sent to me so that I can submit them for evidence.
I'll send you mine.
Because he lied and said that he was 6 or 7 feet away from us.
Yeah. He said he was 6 or 7 feet away.
No, there's I've seen other people that got close up. I haven't seen that. I'll send it.
They keep saying it was with a hose. Let's minimize it. If the hose would work, they'd laid the hose out there.
Right.
And
Lawyer
JP
said that.
turned it on. JP turned the sprinklers on, and this Lochelle guy is the one that actually came out. And nobody mentioned that the police officer came and physically moved the sprinkler from everybody's way.
Oh, there's video.
Thereby being
But
assaulted by it as well.
And
We
the
have to
police
bring all
saw
that up
it.
at court. We couldn't bring any of that up today because it was just a bond hearing. Had we brought up any of the events that happened at that court or at that day, we could have been arrested.
Did anybody talk to any of these news crews?
They were here because I requested them.
Okay, so because I know that there's one
They were inside of
newspaper that was totally promoting this.
Post Courier is here, and WBTW.
Can't they go against JP? He's the one who put them there. That's his property, and somebody from his property assaulted
Do
somebody.
you think that it would have made a difference if a man would have been listed, considering the laws here in South Carolina for females move backwards?
It's the
Do you
attorney
think
that they
it
had is the
would have
attorney.
made a difference if a male was on the list of people that got assaulted?
Maybe.
I think they would have written it.
Said that as
I think
Yeah,
the
you think
officer kind of was trying to do that day to us, like, really? And then you can see when he's over there talking to them, and the wife is like, it is, right? So
Oh, so
excited.
when the assault took place, and that's when the officer came up there,
Yeah,
he was
what is
actually
his
like,
name?
really?
When I
Like,
talked
really?
to the officer
This is what you
yesterday,
want to do?
When I talked, they were annoyed that they had to file the report. When I spoke to the officer yesterday, the video's out there. Robbie Harvey's already posted it, and when he said that the reason they weren't arrested that he wasn't arrested yesterday is because he was an 81-year-old man with health problems.
Right.
So then
And he's not 81.
I came up here and I talked to him again because I was trying to make a complaint on him, and the officer they sent out to take my complaint about the way I was treated was the officer who treated me that way. And so then I told him, I said, he's like, I thought I explained this to you at the church. I said, well, not really, and you were actually kind of rude. And he's like, well, I was rude. The way I handled it because you were combative. You didn't want to hear what I had to say. And I was like, no, but okay. And I asked him flat out, I said, had I been, as a protester, had I been the one who did this to him, would I have been arrested the same day? And they said, well, it depends on whether or not the victim stayed and the perpetrator stayed and all of those things. I said, well, I guess that's another problem that I have, seeing as that man was allowed to leave before the officer even asked us if we wanted. The officer never asked us if we wanted to pursue anything. We had to draw them out and ask them to pursue it anyway. So you guys sent him off. Like there was but had I been the aggressor and the officer saw that would have been a reason for them to revoke our permit. And they would have arrested me right away. There wouldn't have been no let her leave and file a warrant for her arrest because I probably would have been tackled right then and there.
And then we let him go 8 days later. He went there 8 days with a warrant out for his arrest. And then he went 8 days, and we had to ask the officer, or Melissa had to ask the officer for him to be arrested, and then he was able to turn himself in today. I mean, if he was able enough to go pick up that sprinkler and spray people in the face, he's well enough to spend.
Well, it isn't part of being.
Rocking when he was spraying us, rocking back and forth when he was spraying us with the sprinkler, but he was sure rocking back and forth.
Yeah. That would we be given the same grace?
Yeah.
If I went out and assaulted someone, can I just say, oh, you know what? Sorry, you didn't ask my health conditions, and I have anxiety. So can I just turn myself in at a convenient time?
Right.
Does that work
We
for
didn't
you?
get to see him today. He was in the room, and they just showed him on the camera.
Oh, really? So
And he
like a
didn't
Zoom?
even see. He just stood there.
Yeah, he's out back. Because that's where Russell Long went. Hold that, sorry.
Went in the police parking lot there. Do you think that any of this that took place today was a bonus for the church or anything against the protest? Like anything that took place in there today, was any of it a bonus for them?
Well, their goal was to take our rights away. They wanted to prevent less people from being able to protest. They asked us, or if they were going to request a restraining order, the victim advocacy did. They were requesting that we no longer protest. We had an option to be there, but he worships there. Well, no, that doesn't matter. He said it's a big argument between our rights. Both of us got rights, and we're arguing about our rights. Well, we don't go on the property. We don't threaten you. We haven't aggressed towards you.
All been documented.
You have came out to us. You walked away from. You could have walked to your car. Plug your ears like a little kid if you don't want to hear what we have to say. But that's freedom of speech, and we're allowed to do it, and we're doing it within our rights.
Well, according to people, he had a Will Smith moment where his wife got upset, and that's why he said he reacted.
That's when he told the cop.
Right.
It's in the report. It's in the incident report. He said that he admitted to what he did and said he did it due to his wife's frustration.
Yeah, Will Smith. So, do you think that they might try and use another incident in the future to then try and further what was being pushed inside from this assault?
Definitely. We have to be on our P's and Q's and make sure we are still doing everything right, no matter how much they try to trigger us. The victims advocacy lady looked back at me and said they're trying to get a reaction out of you. Please don't give it to them. So they were already trying to gaslight us in there and give us a reaction in there.
So really, you feel, even though he was, what was it, $1,047 per? So, which I had heard that it was up to 500. So I was shocked to hear the 1,047 per. Do you think that
Yeah, but he's still going to be fined if he's found guilty. He'll still have to pay the city something.
Oh, so he doesn't have to pay it right now?
No, it's a PR bond. But somebody
They trust that he's not going to run away, so on his
somebody needs to do it.
When's the court date?
August 14th.
August 14th. August? So it's like more than a month away? Where it can get delayed, or so he could have a jury trial. And Well, that's what I'm wondering, if that's going to get paid for. Because with that sitting on him until August, he could get in some big trouble if anything took place. Right. And I think it would be cheaper for the people involved on that side, don't you think, to pay the $5,000 and have him not bring.
Yeah, but how long is our restraining order good for?
Nobody said.
There's no date. There's no review. So it,
No contact order. And the no contact order for my daughter's ex will expire once it's gone to court, and they'll either issue a new one and she can go and apply for a restraining order. To get a restraining order, you have to have at least 2 police reports against an incident.
The problem is we can't get the police to actively do their job. That's why when I emailed Amy Prop, that somebody tell me how you make the cops do their job.
Or to even they're spreading misinformation, which is so for me when that woman came by my house and was filming and I didn't recognize her, I thought it was HOA related. They're petty in there. I thought it had to do with that. But then at church on Sunday, yesterday, I noticed that car pulling out. I didn't recognize it at first, but then I'm yelling, but you see on video when I'm like, hey, as she goes by, I turned around and said, whoa. That's the lady that was filming me in front of my house. How did she get your address? I don't know. It's not. I thought it was Michelle's wife. It's not. It's the lady that charged the protester.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday when I was in Publix with my husband, this lady was glaring me down. And I don't know if she's a church member or not. She was absolutely glaring me down. Most old people, like if you make a little joke or something, they'll cackle with you, but not this lady. She looked at me like she was supposed to kill.
I didn't call it in that day because I didn't recognize her, and because I thought it was HOA related, and also because even when Rob said, "Yeah, I think you need to make a report though, just because of the stuff we have going on," and I said, "Here's what I know from my daughter's ex, where she's sitting right there is a public road, and as long as she's stopped legally, there's nothing they can do to her, and where she's filming is a turtle pond for my community, which is off the side of a public road. She could say she's filming the turtles.
And it doesn't matter. And you can film anything you can see in public with your eyes.
So that's what the officer told me when I called about my daughter's ex sitting over there filming when he was. And she had an order of protection at the time.
They don't have your name on the report.
Based on that, I did not call it in that day.
We all need to check our
the officer at the church Sunday said you could have called that in. That officer for her said she couldn't call that in. We tried.
Oh, so
them messing around is costing people their lives. That's what we're out there doing on Sunday.
right.
What happened to Mike?
All the reports and nothing took place there. Right.
So yes, we do need to check our cars for trackers. I did think of that the other day.
If you go to emergency,
He's already talking about it. My husband's gonna get one. I'm just so scared because of my kids. It's also gonna make him want me not to do this. He's
so
already leaning towards not wanting to help. Micah, Justin's to Micah. Yes, their church supports domestic abusers and child predators. They ordain child predators.
They support that?
They ordained them. They just recently ordained a registered sex offender.
What?
Yes.
Oh my
The
God.
pastor has been, first of all, the pastor started grooming Micah at the age of 14 years old. She was his first wife. She was their babysitter.
Right.
He started grooming her at 14 years old. Then married her when she was of age. And
she started releasing information about him being abusive and all of that stuff. He's been accused of, by his ex-wife, his first wife, of admitting to multiple underage affairs with women, with young girls at the church. Yes. Yeah, we protest every Sunday. It's at this point, it's a cult. We're protesting every Sunday. If you want to come out.
They supposed to be building a church or something like that. They put the land and all of that.
Yeah. His father, Wayne Miller, who has been accused of abusing kids in Pakistan, also attends the church.
So this is a hereditary thing. This
Yes.
continues to doing this.
Yes.
Somebody got to stop it. This is bad.
That's why we protest every Sunday, to draw awareness.
I'm sorry,
Up support.
Yes, please.
Y'all go and check you guys out.
We're there every Sunday at 8:30 in the morning.
I think it's really nice what y'all doing, man.
Thank
Keep doing
you.
what y'all doing,
Thank you so
We
much.
need more people like you guys in the world, you know?
Thank you. Have a good one.
Listen, he just made, thank you, you too. He just made a really good point. Once they have all the victims' names, unless your vehicle is tied to someone like Moses, all they gotta do is go on Orange County tax records and they have your address.
They have 5 names.
If they have five, that's exactly right. They can find it. Yep.
You can just do a simple Google search and see.
We did learn yesterday that it is lawful to carry a legal firearm on public property. Let's put that out there.
After kids.
Do not let them back you down. Don't you dare.
I'm
If
not.
I sit in your driveway, I
Just
will.
be careful.
I'm not, but I don't know how much of this I should cover.
Well, if he doesn't get online or watch the news,
So what news station are they doing? News 13. What is that?
WBTW.
WBTW. News 13 is going to be doing like a little special on it
Said at 5 and 6.
at 5 and 6
It'll be online.
on YouTube. Do me a favor, because I'll be traveling probably during that time. Can you send it to me if it's on YouTube? And then
It'll be on their website.
their website?
Yeah,
Okay.
It'll be on WBTW.
Okay. WBTW.
I would expect the Posting Courier to put out a story on it.
Is that the one?
Yeah, no, it was the lady that sat right in front of us.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
And then she moved behind me and she had press on. So I said, "Who are you?" And she said, "I'm with the Posting Courier." And I was like, "Yeah." So now, not only is JP going to call WBTW's news director again and blast them out, now he's going to go after the Posting Courier because they're going to report.
He made an enemy cussing out that director. I
That's
think that's why they're up here right now.
It's because
If anything happens to us with as much social media presence as we have, it's going to look extremely suspicious. So I hope that they are a little bit smarter than they have been in the past because, really, I know, but I don't have any interest in protecting Solid Rock Church, unlike Micah's kind soul.
I don't either.
She wanted to protect that church. I don't care to protect that church.
That is not a church. That is a cult.
Exactly.
That is a cult gathering.
I have no desire to protect that church or JP. I just saw online somebody said he was at Little Tokyo just the other day and he approached a complete stranger and said that he was basically trending online because people think he killed his wife when she actually killed herself. And the lady said that he just started spewing all about Micah's alleged mental health issues to a complete and total stranger.
He was asked to leave Angelo's. Now, the backstory to that, my understanding, allegedly, is Brittany Dilly works at Angelo's. Brittany is Trisha's daughter-in-law. And that's why JP is not permitted in Angelo's. So the bartender didn't know him, so they went ahead and served him, and he had a salad and bread, apparently. and was asked to take his food to go.
What? For what? Because of why?
Because of Trisha Ross's daughter-in-law works there.
What does that have to do with?
Because she don't trust JP, I guess. And JP might be harassing her because she don't let her see her grandkids.
Oh.
She's just reaping the consequences of her own actions.
Yeah, he came out, everybody was gone yesterday, after the protest. Yeah. Yeah. No, I had to wait.
No.
I had to wait.
That's the apple, the evil.
That's right.
You person.
I was breaking peaches. I was breaking peaches with JP.
That's the peach the devil made. That's the peach the devil made.
No, thank you.
I wouldn't take no
Now we're gonna know why.
Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah, maybe.
Right. No. He said his granddaddy planted that tree back then, and then one of the seeds, there's like those two bigger trees behind it, and he said that it was from George Washington, one of George Washington's trees or something
Y'all
like that.
probably have never watched this, but the show Ruthless by Tyler Perry on BET Plus, every Sunday, I'm just like, JP, are you the host? The host on that show believes that if he does things to men and passes his seed to men, then men then can create his own seed, and then it causes a cleansing and all this stuff. Watch it. Just watch it and compare. Just watch it. All the illegal drugs that he's been accused of feeding.
Well, we watched that Jesse guy preaching on last night's show, and that guy was like, that was crazy. Jesse Seville or whatever. That guy was like talking like he was in the mafia, and all the stuff that he used to enjoy substance wise and all of those things. And I'm like, dang, what if you were a mother or a dad of a child and you had to explain to them what that meant?
It's literally so much like what is going on. Like, it's just like, and that's about a quote. It's about a quote. It's really what it's about.
Well, it makes me wonder if it's going to get paid off his fines, so he doesn't have to sit in limbo until what was it, August 15th, 14th.
This all reminds me of, I'm from a town called Lake City, Florida, and there was a cult there called Meats Ministries, and it was ran by Charles Meade. Now you can look it up on News and Jobs. There's an article about it when the FBI busted him. The FBI investigation took 5 years. They used to stockpile weapons and ammunition. But there's actually a podcast about it too. I think it's called Eden Nest or something like that. It's members that used to go there, or children of members that used to go there. But that church was trying to give 100% of their paycheck to the church, and every single member drove Cadillacs. I'm not even kidding.
Wow, that's crazy.
And he believed that the members' wives belonged to him. He could do whatever he wanted to.
Yeah, that seems normal with a lot of these cultish type organizations. Is the head guy can kind of do what he wants, and it's all in the name of the Lord.
Yeah, for sure.
So he was just on a little Zoom camera. He wasn't in the courtroom. He wasn't, and they actually brought him in the back. I'll show you guys in a minute when we take off. There's no way that anybody could have. There's no way anybody could have got him on camera. But he was just in a little screen.
Make it to where we couldn't protest. That's like crazy to me. And then we need his address and put it off on, because if he walks by their house, like, none of us live in the same area. It's not like we live in the same neighborhood as you. How are you gonna not walk in front of my house? Well, his address is posted on Facebook. Whose address? JP's? 246. No. Oh. I don't know. It's on a garage.
It's on a garage sign on his Facebook. I know it's off the McDowell Shortcut Road. Yeah. So, but it's just real strange the way. I wonder how much the news is going to put out of what they reported. It's just, I got an eerie feeling the way the way the lawyer asked for our address, and then in connection with that Gary guy, and how he said, "Oh, can we get the plaintiff's information? It's only fair." And I'm like, asking for our names is one thing. Asking for our address is another thing.
I wonder if that was his attorney before all this took place, or if it was like a.
Told, Jackie said that that's the attorney that sends out all the cease and desist.
So it's like the church lawyer kind of thing.
Yeah, you can't spell desist. I wish they'd send me one. I want to mark it in red ink and send it back. I want to correct all their errors, their grammar, their spelling.
And he was condescending with the prosecutor too. That's why I'm like, why did you hug her?
That makes me.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to go. I got
Yeah,
people
thank
right
you.
now.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you. See you Sunday, guys. Alrighty. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys Sunday. Do me a favor. Let me know, whatever, and because I'm here.
There was never anything to tell you about my work. They never called me because they
Yeah, I was just at home doing some organizing and stuff, and
I saw your message. I was like, wait, he never texted me back. He finally did. I said, let me text him and let him know.
yeah, I get so much information and stuff. It's
I don't want to feel like I'm like spamming you.
no,
Like, let me know.
no, please, no. Send as many as you want, like for real. I get so many. I have to like
Yeah.
every couple days. I gotta kind of, organize it, clean it out. So, yeah, yeah.
They were parked over here, so I'm not really sure where they are now. But
That's crazy. He had to sit there the whole day, though.
be careful.
I thought it would be one of those things where he shows up and he gets released right away, where he didn't even have to sit in a cell.
I'm
So
sure
that's
he tried, but they had to have time to tell let us know.
so he did.
So had you got arrested yesterday, maybe you would have got
Yeah.
out early.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Usually 9 in the morning is when they'll, have the first batch come through. Typically,
They called me at like 8:30.
yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. That. So how many hours do you think he sat in there? 8? Since it's like 4.
They
Probably
called
turned
me
him.
at 8:30. So actually, I don't have my phone, but on the booking photo, did I send you the booking photo?
No, I have it. You can send it to me if you want.
I think the time might be on the booking photo.
Okay.
But when he got booked.
So it's about 8,
It's pretty early.
around 8 hours. So he served 8 hours, and then also has a 5,400 roughly
Yeah,
as a
something
total
along
fine.
the lines of that. It's like 1,000 change.
200, 5,200 something, 53.
This is crazy.
It is. Yeah, let me know. I'll be here. Just hit me up. Don't worry about texting too many times. I just get a bunch, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. And then if any of the audio didn't pick up good enough, I also recorded it separately, and we can go through that tonight, which will have crystal clear audio. So if y'all can do me a favor, if the audio worked okay, let me know. But we'll get ready for tonight's show here. I think we have it set for, let me see. I think we have it set for 7:30 Eastern, but I might bump it back a little bit. We'll see. I'm gonna keep it at 7:30 Eastern right now, but once I get back, I still have a bunch of stuff I need to get knocked out, and I should be able to fairly quickly. But if I'm not live at 7:30 Eastern, I will be shortly after that. We'll be going through that. JP's new video. There's another article about Sprinkler Boy, and then we got the recording. We got the recording here from today. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I want to say thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate your support. Please hit the like if you haven't yet. And we'll see you tonight. Appreciate you guys. Stay peaceful, stay positive.